The insurance industry in India is underwent many changes in the past few years. Okay, this is again an easy one. Quickly, let's move on. Your clue phrase is what? Where is the error? Part 1, part 2, part 3 or part 4? What is the clue phrase? Clue phrase is past few years, which means we're talking about an action that started sometime in the past and it is continuing up till now, which means I need a perfect tense, right? So you can't say has underwent, right? What should be the answer? Either you say has undergone, and that's the only option that you can say for this thing, right? Part 2, your clue phrase being past few years, has undergone. If I have to choose underwent, right, just to give you another phrase, so I can say the insurance sector in India underwent a sea change. This is fine, right? In this context, underwent is fine. But here, because of the clue phrase past few years, I need a perfect tense, has undergone. So I am assuming in terms of, from then till now, keeping in mind relevant to the current, the insurance industry. So anyway, the error is in, I think that belonged to part 2, right? Has undergone many changes in the past few years. Okay. Let's move on. The President looking forward to discussing progress made on climate change and clean energy partnership, the White House said. Why we use looks forward and direct speech? Why not looking forward? I can say I am looking forward to work in an organization. This is also correct, I think. If not, please provide me reason, ma'am. Yes, actually we said that the error was in part A. The President is looking forward to, or even better, the President looks forward to discussing progress made on blah blah blah. Right? Now it really depends on the context. In terms of parallel construction, if you look at the context, given context itself, you could say the President is looking forward to discussing progress. That's one option. The other option is the President looks forward to discuss progress made on climate change. Either ways is fine. I think not in the last session, but we've covered this question earlier because it sounds very familiar. Okay, so the question here, not that which part has the error, he's saying in terms of sentence construction, can I also say looking forward to something? Yes, you can. The President is looking forward to discuss progress made on blah blah blah, right? He does nothing but to find faults with others and laugh at them. Okay, so his question is really not which part has the error. His question is, error is in part B, but his question is faults with others. Is this phrase correct? Basically, the concept is, when you have expressions like this, he does nothing but, it usually doesn't follow with a preposition, not needed. Right? Nothing but sleep all day, or he does nothing but gossip about others, right? So, basically, you don't need this expression here, right? And B is where the error is. However, just to answer this question, faults with others, is this phrase correct? Yes, it is, right? Fault is singular, right? And the expression is to find fault with someone. Find fault meaning you're finding some sort of an error or something wrong with the person, right? To find fault. But you do have also, right? Like all his faults are forgiven, right? Faults is plural noun number, more than one fault. That's it. I think if you ask me if this phrase is correct as such, right, given the context, because we're talking about not one person, we're talking about people, you have both reflecting. In fact, I wouldn't say it's incorrect. I would prefer to find with others this expression, honestly. But in terms of plural noun number aligning itself with others, because we're talking more than one person, then you can come across phrases like this, faults with others, which is also fine. To find, yes, it's an infinitive form, no doubt about it, but we're talking as an expression. When you have expressions like he does nothing but do this, do that. Faults of others is also correct. It depends on the context. It's no fault of his, right? Yes. No. Nothing but has to come. He does nothing but find faults. I wouldn't even say finding faults in others. That entire sentence seems incorrect for me. Error. False means error, right? Or wrong. So yes. Yeah. Find fault with others. Find fault with people. Did you find any fault in him? Let's look at the first one. I would rather pay for my education than financial aid. Okay, I think this question was in the spot the error handout. So anybody knows? I'll give you a clue. It's parallel construction. The first one. Which part do you think has the error? Yeah, so what is wrong with C? Or financial? So everybody's come back and said C. What is wrong in C? What do you need? Do you need to add something? I would rather pay for my education than for financial aid? No. What is the parallel construction is? Here you are paying for the education. See, pay is the verb, right? Education is the noun. So here financial aid is the noun. Where is the verb? What can I add in terms of verb? I would rather pay for my education. B is correct. There's nothing wrong with B. For as a preposition also is correct because it brings in the meaning of purpose, right? For what purpose are you talking about? As in what is the action? Just like pay. So the context to pay for my own education, then financial aid. I don't want to get anybody's support, right? So what verb can I use here in terms of parallel construction? You don't pay on your, you pay for something. That's the collocation. I need a verb. Either you say then receive or get. Now it completes the meaning, right? I would rather pay for my education than receive financial aid or then financial aid. Where is the verb? I am giving you an explanation saying verb plus noun is here. So you have a conjunction and then you need to follow the same pattern, right? Verb plus noun. So where is the verb? I would rather pay for my education than get financial aid or then receive financial aid. So error is in C. That is correct. You get 1 mark. But moving. The starving and crawling people in the television program resembled more like beasts than tiring creatures. Okay. Quickly, which part has the error and why? I'm just going to give you 10 seconds. If I don't get the answer, I'm going to quickly give it out. Time starts now. Whoever gets it first, which means, and these are all not new questions, by the way. These are all old questions. Okay, everybody's coming back and saying C, C, C. What in C? More to beasts. Okay, time's up. What's wrong in B? As far as I'm concerned, there is no error. C, resemble what looks like, right? So I don't need like again, which is redundant. Either you say, the starving and crawling people in the television program resembled beasts than tiring creatures, or you say seemed more like, right? So you either remove like or you change the entire word, right? Replace resembled with seemed. Seemed more like beasts. A collocation, right? You've heard people use this phrase in other situations repeatedly. It seemed more like she was, crying than laughing. Whatever. They were looking more like beasts than tiring creatures. That's what the context is saying, right? The error is in C. All of you got that part right? Right? You either remove resembled, which is because resembled itself means looks like or seems like, which is redundant with like, and you delete like, or you replace resembled with seemed more like. Moving on. His words were hardly legible shouting in the market. This is an easy one. Just don't give me which part has the error. Quickly tell me, what do we need to change? What has to shift? Pay attention to the context. Pay attention to the meaning of the context. That will help you arrive at the answer. Now tell me, what is the context saying? Somebody is screaming and shouting in the market, which means what? There's a lot of noise. Which means what? If someone's trying to tell you something, you can't hear them. It's a word choice. Incorrect word choice. The error is in B. Not legible. Is he writing something? You replace legible with audible. His words were hardly audible with that screaming and shouting in the market. Right? That's why I said pay attention to the meaning of the context. Then you will be able to arrive at the answer. Right? Incorrect word choice. Part B is the error. Replace legible with audible. Now the sentence makes complete sense. Everything else is fine. His words were. He's talking more than. So, subject verb agreement is fine here. Screaming and shouting is fine here. The verbs are giving us a parallel structure where in is correct as a preposition in the market in that specific area. With that as in bringing in the distance, that he's not close by, he's somewhere there, right?